That's gonna hurt.
Bruce, Hey, welcome to the music show, where I know music, unless it sucks. That's just how I feel. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. If you've been here before, and I do little profiles on musicians and stuff. I used to play music, but now I don't because record company weasels keep blocking all of the music that I play, even though they make the money off the video. So I'm not doing that anymore. What I kind of started doing here, and I did it a few weeks ago, is there's a lot of bands that have really well, they have lame album covers. And then there's a lot of bands that have really good album covers. I was going to do a thing about the best album covers, and then I was going through stuff, and then Journey, like every album cover except the couple would suck, but they're mostly great. And then I had a list of other ones that were just going to do the band. I was just talk about the great album covers they have. And when I did the Journey one, and a lot of people actually watched it, surprisingly. One guy mentioned E.L.O, so I'm doing E.L.O today. And somebody else mentioned Boston, so I'm going to be doing Boston after that. But I'm going to talk about E.L.O today on the Music Snob and their terrifical album art. Now, do you know E.L.O? You probably should. Do you know it as the Electric Light Orchestra, or do you know it as Jeff Lynne's E.L.O? I bet you don't know it as I don't know the other guy's name. There's another guy that's called E.L.O 2. I don't even know that one. Anyways, E.L.O, aka Jeff Lynne's E.L.O. I already said that. Aka the Electric Light Orchestra, aka whatever. If you clicked on this, I'm assuming that you know who E.L.O is, and you not just think this is about a comedian named E.L.O Phillips. Yeah, I'm assuming you also, if you clicked on this, you know the songs. Don't Bring Me Down, which it's not Bruce. It's I did some research. See this in my notes. I did some research on E.L.O because I knew who E.L.O was. Well, I was a big fan of Xanadu and the Wilburys. But I do some research, find out stuff, and look at their album covers because I never really, I probably have one or two albums. I'm not sure. I might have greatest hits. Not sure. But if you know them, you know Bring Me Down. You know the Ram Lam 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 and the Rock and Roll is King song. You know that. But have you sat? Now, when I was a kid and you had physical media. Yeah, I would sit with my little, I would have my album and I would open it, or my cassette. And I would fold it out and I would read the liner notes and I would read, this is how I knew the names of Mutt Lang and Bob Rock and all these guys. But I never, I'd sit there and I'd stare at I'd look at if it had a good cover, I'd look at it and I'd go, cool. But, I never really sat and learned the names of the people who did the thing. Hey, I was a kid, if it didn't have boobs on it, I probably didn't pay attention. Did you know they've had 15 top 20 singles on Billboard in the U.S.? I'm not good at reading my notes. Like, I can't stare at the camera. Half the time I'm looking like this because I'm trying to see how stupid I look. But I'm trying to read the notes without looking too stupid. 15 top 20 singles on Billboard in the U.S. 2017 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You and I probably knew. Well, if you clicked on this, maybe you already knew that. But I was a kid. I wouldn't stare at the album covers, but I would. Maybe you did. Maybe you were, sitting in your basement, smoking your hookah or what the hell it was, or sniffing some glue, or taking the red pill. I don't know, and just enjoying, like your Pink Floyd albums or your E.L.O albums. Maybe you're that guy. But today, what I want to talk about here on is the great artwork. So we're gonna go through, have a little tiny bio and then we're going to talk about the artwork on the albums. And the worst thing is they got like 10 albums, and then they got like 150 freaking greatest hits albums. So we're going to have to go through all that pile of crap. Okay. E.L.O, the Electric Light Orchestra, founded in 1970 in Birmingham, England. Not Birmingham, Alabama. So don't get confused. Jeff Lynne, Roy Wood, and Bevan. I hope I read that right. I hope I don't have to like put it and fix it later. Their music is characterized as a fusion of pop and classical arrangements and futuristic iconography. That's a big word. I don't know big words. A lot of fantasy elements in their music. Well, that's when they started. That's most people in the 60s and 70s. You know, Pink Floyd, well, they're still wound up like that in the end. But some bands like, you know, Fleetwood Mac, they morphed into more poppiness. Genesis morphed. E.L.O, they eventually became a pop band. The name is actually apparently a pun. Electric light and light orchestral music. So I don't know, maybe they're trying to do some elevator stuff. When I was a kid, you get in an elevator at the, you know, they go to Sears or Eaton's or whatever, and there'd be this music in the thing. Don't bring me down, oh, don't bring me down. Oh. That's kind of what, you know, this was in the background. That's kind of what they were kind of going for, I guess. But they went on to sell over 50 million albums. Now, they were trying to, it was actually a guy from another band, decided he wanted to start a second band. So he got Jeff Lynne and they got the other guy together. Their first gig, Jeff, Roy, and Bev. They played a gig. They had a bass player. They had three cellos, a keyboardist, a French horn player, all on stage, and you know, in the corner of the room. Now, I used to be a musician. It was terrible, and sometimes you'd be on a stage where you can barely fit the drum set, and a guitar player and a bass player, and then my fat ass. But can you imagine? Oh, hey, we got a horn section, we got a string section. Maybe there's a guy with bongos, or you know, somebody over there playing a saxophone. I can't even imagine that. Roy Wood was the driving force of E.L.O, but you know, he already had his other band, and he decided after he kind of created E.L.O, but he left in 1972, and so it became kind of Jeff Lynne just kind of took over, and eventually, you know, Jeff Lynne's E.L.O, just so nobody, you know, I don't know if there's lawsuits or what. That could have been. Now, I'm not going to mention every person that has been in the band, because I think at this point Jeff Lynne's on tour and he does have an orchestra on stage. So I don't know who these people are. But basically, there's those three guys when they started out, and then the other two guys eventually left, and it just became kind of Jeff Lynne's little project and whoever he brought in on whatever album or whatever tour. So it was Jeff Lynne's E.L.O. Okay, so 1971, the Electric Light Orchestra. Look at that. That's a great. I pay to see that. Named the Electric Light Orchestra, but in the U.S. it was actually called No Answer, because the record company Weasel kept trying to get hold of them to find out what the title was for the album, and get no answer. Nobody was answering. Nobody was calling them back. They didn't have cell phones or pagers back then. They just get no answer, and he wrote a little post-it note. And he said no answer. So some dumbass started printing albums that said no answer. Cover art designed by Hypnosis. I hope I pronounced that right. And it, you know, it's cool. It was an English art designer. He worked with Pink Floyd and Def Leppard and Black Sabbath and Scorpions. There's one single. Okay, let's just talk about the album first. One single, the 10538 Overture. I've never heard that. So I wonder if that's on the greatest hits. 196 on Billboard. Now let's just talk about the album cover here. Now, to me, all I'm seeing. Now, what do I know about art? I'm a music snob.
The music snob.
But it's cool because that's definitely probably a great room for playing gigs. Probably got great acoustics. And let's just pretend that there's a bunch of people gathered around to see this light bulb, and it's electric. And I guess, well, if it had a cello in front of it, it'd be kind of cool. 1973, E.L.O. 2, a.k.a. Electric Light Orchestra 2. It had two covers. It had, what's the other one? Well, you know what? The first one's better. The second one? It's not that interesting at all, is it? First one there, it's kind of cool. They had two covers. It's the last time they had the in the title. So after that became just simply Electric Light Orchestra. It's always confusing to me whether or not you're going to use a the. Now, when Bono was contacting the guitar player from U2, does he say, "Hey, excuse me, the Edge," or does he say, "Hey, Edge, what's going down?" That's when it was top 40 on the British album chart. They had one single, "Roll Over Beethoven," which is a cover of Chuck Berry, and somehow it was top 10 in Britain, and it had some airplay in America. But I don't know, I can't find out every single artist. But you know what? This is the second album, E.L.O. 2, looks like a light bulb in space. So it's traveling, and there's a comet, but that's the second one. It's the U.S. version. I don't even know what the hell that is. Electric Light Orchestra on the horizon, and a light bulb slowly floating through the air, going south for the winter. 1973, on the third day of E.L.O., Jeff Lynne Gave to Me, kind of a shitty album cover. I guess he's trapped with the with Colonel Zod and the other two from Superman in space in a monolith or something. What do I know? On the third day, number 52 in the U.S. Two singles, Showdown and Ma Bell. It's like, well, it's three Ma's. Showdown was released in the U.S. only. Cover number 2. Okay, number number 2. Oh, Jesus. Cover number 2 is a photo taken by, I found out a guy, Richard Avedon. And I don't know if you can see it. See how much of that close up. Everybody's showing their belly buttons. I don't think anybody asked. This is the American cover? Somehow this was number 52 on Billboard. I'd much rather see Jeff Lynne's head over the earth in space, I guess. Now, 1974. The night the lights went out. Well, the light went out. Light went on. The light went on in Long Beach. See, it's stuck in my head because it's actually kind of a lampoon of the night the lights went out in Georgia by Vicki Lawrence. Remember Vicki Lawrence? Yes, you do. It was a live album. It was released only in Germany and Australia when it came out. I guess there's been some remixing of it, and there's a second cover. The first one just looks like a horror movie poster, and then the second one, the remixed one, which I'm not sure what year this was actually put out, 1985. Never released in the U.S. But the second one, well, whoop-de-doo. I guess it almost looks like a Pink Flamingo hotel sign. I don't know. The first one is better. It's scary. Da, da, da. Ladies and gentlemen, E.L.O. 1974, El Dorado. Two singles. Can't Get It Out of My Head and Boy Blue. I've never heard of either of those. Cover designed by John Cahy. Basically, it's a mirrored still frame of Dorothy's ruby slippers in the Wizard of Oz. So, well, is that really all that original? Do you get credit for that? Whoop-de-doo. Number 16 on Billboard, and it sold gold in the U.S. alone. We still haven't got to the really good album covers yet. I'm sorry. 1974, Showdown, which I guess are they going to duke it out later? It's a compilation album. It's just a compilation. So right there it says featuring Showdown, Roll Over Beethoven, and the 10558 Overture. But it looks like this was taken like on what was the Saturday Night Special? Maybe they were performing or miming, and they're gonna have a showdown. 1975, Face the Music, and well. This was their first platinum album. Had 3 singles. Evil Woman, I think. I'm not sure. Strange Magic and Night Rider. Number 8 on Billboard. Gold in the U.S. And this is the album cover. Oh, okay. So it says Electric and Light Orchestra, E.L.O. You see, I actually didn't, first time I looked, E.L.O. I can see the E.L.O. So that is subliminal. And it looks like an electric chair, and I guess you're facing the music by getting the bejesus shocked out of you. 1976, E.L.O. E.L.O. Electric Light Orchestra. Now, this is, again, I already mentioned that they have like 1,000. Well, I'm embellishing. At least 10 compilation albums of greatest hits, or whatever you want to call it. This, of course, another compilation album. Gold in the U.S. And then, really, all this is, it looks like are those ferns? Maybe it's cannabis. I don't know. And I guess the members of the band are holding up their favorite. I guess those are the other covers. Like, I see that's, well, this is the American version of the second one, and then there's Face the Music, and there's the Ruby Slippers, and then I see the first album. That could be the Naval one. Not sure. Also, 1976, New World Record. That's a great title. And that's the first one they got, to me, it looks like the thing around the jukebox. I love that. And I guess in this case, it's like a spaceship over the city. It's Cleveland. I don't know. The first top 10 in the UK, number 5 on Billboard, 5 million copies worldwide. Hey, I actually learned something. Cover was designed by John Kosh, who also did Abbey Road and Let It Be. It is the first time the E.L.O. logo is actually used, so that John Kosh guy came up with it. 4 singles. Living Thing, Do You, Rock Area, and Telephone Line. I don't know all these songs. I know Don't Bring Me Down, Bruce, Ramalama Lama Ding Dong, where the hell it is. I know some of these. 1977, The Light Shines On, another compilation. I think that's, God, the third or fourth already. What do I know? There's the E.L.O. light bulb and some pirates, I guess. Or maybe it's the Three Musketeers. I don't know. Not a great album cover. Also, 1977, Out of the Blue. Oh, yeah, good. It's a good one. It's double album, 10 million copies, 5 singles. Turn to Stone, Mr. Blue Sky, that I know. Sweet Talkin' Woman, Wild West Hero, and It's Over. Cover art, again, John Kosh and Shusi Nagaoka. I'm terrible with English. Number 4 in the U.S. That is a great album cover, because there you have your spaceshipy thing that looks like the jukebox thing, but you also got, it looks like a Concorde landing on it. Maybe it's Phil Collins. He's going from Wembley to JFK Stadium. I don't know. It's a good album cover. I like this one. 1978, 3 Light Years. Oh boy, look, it's a box set. A compilation. A box set of 3 other albums. Pretty lame. It's blue. 1979, The Light Shines On, Volume 2, which I'm assuming is a compilation album. I guess these are the guys left over from the Showdown. I guess the drummer was taken out, and so you got a cello player, you got a fiddle player, a violin, a guitar player. Yeah. Also, 1979, a real album, Discovery, was the first number 1 in the UK, number 5 on Billboard. 5 singles: Shine a Little Love, The Diary of Horace Whip, Don't Bring Me Down. Oh, Don't Bring Me Down, gross. Confusion, and Last Train to London. 3 million copies. But at least it's interesting. I guess that's Aladdin, and instead of a lamp, he found the E.L.O. jukebox spaceship thing. That's pretty cool. Good for Aladdin. 1970. The third thing released in 79. 1979, greatest hits. So, it's not enough that you have compilations and live albums and box sets. Now it's a compilation of greatest hits. So I guess that'd be cool. I guess instead of a Purple Heart or the Medal of Freedom, you get an E.L.O. emblem that you can staple to your jacket. Cool. Sold 5 million copies. 1980. You're never going to believe what I'm going to tell you. A box of their best. Gee, is it a compilation? Yeah, it's a box set again. These guys were they the first guys doing box sets constantly? Like, good. It's green and it's got jukebox spaceship on it. It's cool. 1980, Xanadu. Music from the original motion pictures. Have you seen Xanadu? Have you seen it? It had Olivia Newton-John, some guy, and oh god, I think it wasn't Fred Astaire. I don't know. There was a guy who was older, probably younger than I am now, who was still dancing in his older age, and I liked it, and it was I think about a roller rink, and women from Xanadu. Anyway, it's not much of a cover. Like, I guess in a way, it sort of looks like it could be the corner of, like a theater. And it's got the Xanadu logo up there. Soundtrack, Olivia Newton-John, 6 singles. Magic, which I believe was Olivia Newton-John. I'm Alive, which I think was both of them. Xanadu, which I kind of like. I don't care. All Over the World, Don't Walk Away. The movie was a bomb, but somehow I've seen it. I know I've seen it. I was a kid. I think it was on TV. Number 5 on Billboard, 5 million copies. And this is one of those examples where the movie in the pooper, yet people loved the music. And it was a great album. So you had half a side was Olivia Newton-John, who I loved Olivia Newton-John. And I don't care. Make your comment. I don't give a shit. And I like E.L.O. I like some of the stuff. So this is a great album because you had a little of both. Also 1980. Oh, look, a box set. It's got a red cover. It's 4 light years as opposed to 3 light years. Did they have 2 light years? I don't remember. Did they have 1 light year? Are they getting faster? Yeah, so it's a red cover. It says E.L.O. It's a box set. That's exciting. 1981. Time. Okay, now if you're the person, I'm sorry I don't remember your name, who said, hey, you should do E.L.O. Actually, there's 2 of you. This is what you were thinking of, right? It wasn't because of the box sets. It was this crap. And I understand. This is a good album cover. I like this one because it looks like maybe the Earth dropped a dookie in the ocean, in an ocean somewhere, and there's splattering water, which is the waves of time, I guess. 5 singles. Hold On Tight. I know Hold On Tight. Twilight. I remember Hold On Tight. I'm reading what I wrote, which is crap. I'm sorry. Number 16 on Billboard. 1 million copies-ish, but a great cover, and that's the whole point. It doesn't matter that I'm not naming the singles properly. It doesn't matter. Does it? Maybe I'm just a jackass. Hey, at least I'm pronouncing half the stuff right. At least I'm not AI in this crap. You could tell I'm a living, breathing jackass. I screw up a lot. 1983, Secret Messages. So I from reading this, apparently there are several secret messages in the picture. Titled as a joke about hidden satanic messages. I guess they were part of that whole thing. The the Christian Resources or whatever. You play their songs backward and then you don't get high on something. You don't have a hippie love story. 4th singles, Rock and Roll. Rama Lama Lama Lama, Rock and Roll is King. Secret Messages. That's a song. 4 Little Diamonds and Stronger. It was, for all I know, the way I wrote it could be strange. Cover design. Ooh, I got a name. Ding, ding, ding. David Costa and photographer Hag. 36 on Billboard. Gold in the UK and Canada. And, I'm zooming in. This looks like something Monty Python could have had in one of his sketches. I see a deer, or could be a stag. And, there's sort of boobies. I'm assuming that somebody from the band is hidden in there somewhere, and I guess it's probably got a fold out, and there's probably other stuff. But I'm just looking at the main cover, and I don't see the secret message. The secret message is, what the hell is this cover? 1986, Balance of Power. 3 singles: Calling America, So Serious, Getting to the Point. It was number 49 on Billboard. I know Calling America. I've heard that one. This album cover to me, that looks like it's like pop art. That looks like a face, a guy who just right in the face. So he's kind of got one wonky eye, and I see a little mouth there. I don't know how it's balancing the power. Is that I'm not saying I'm a genius. I am a music snob, but these, does that mean more than the 0 or something like that? It's E/O. I know it's E.L.O. I don't know. It looks like a face to me. It looks, what it looks like. I'm gonna put a picture. In Toy Story 4, Forky. Yeah, it reminds me of Forky. Call me crazy. Now we've entered into the area which pretty much E.L.O. They broke up, and there became E.L.O. Part 2 without Jeff Lynne, later than Jeff Lynne's E.L.O. But right here, what we got here is 1990 Afterglow, which is their 3rd box set. And I guess that's the Afterglow. I don't know what city that, again, it could be Cleveland, for all I know. It's getting hit by lightning from the E.L.O. cloud. No. Yeah, this might be a surprise. 1992, Greatest Hits Volume 2. And it's that little medal again, which I wish I had one. If I went to their website, maybe you could buy one of these. It's got a purple cover. 1994, the very best of the Electric Light Orchestra, which it's got the jukeboxy thing that I like. It's a compilation. Oh my God. 1995, Strange Magic, the best of Electric Light Orchestra. That was available only in the US, and again, it's purple and it's got an E.L.O. thing. I should have just concentrated on the albums, but we're here. And this is what we're at. Oh my God. 97, Light Years, which is the very best of Electric Light Orchestra. 98, Live at Wembley. In 78, that's very interesting. Also 98, Live in Winterland. 76. God, where did I miss this one? Definitive Collection. That's actually 95. I don't know. I'm sorry, I missed one. I screwed up. You can put it in the comments. I don't care. Definitive Collection. Doesn't even matter anymore. It's all Greatest Hits albums. It's just that here's another Greatest Hits album. This one's almost an interesting cover because it's got the thing, and it looks like some of the people hiding in the background from the strain or the hidden messages. And there's E.L.O. or there's Jeff Lynne, and and the Concorde's going by. Neat. Does it matter that I screwed that one up? Oh my God. Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry. 1999, the BBC Sessions. Well, that's a nice mic. Also 1999, Live at the BBC. And oh, look, there's Jeff. There's Jeff. Hi, Jeff. How you doing, buddy? Thanks for stopping in. Who's the other guy hiding behind you? Is probably, for all I know, it could be Jeff. An older picture of Jeff. I don't know. Could be. What do we got next? Also 99, Friends and Relatives. Now this one, it wasn't actually, well, it was let's call it E.L.O. adjacent. It was songs from artists and bands that were at some point related. So the guy who started the band, whatever, I forgot the name of the band they used him before. There's stuff of his and maybe some E.L.O. 2 stuff on here. You don't care. You're not gonna buy it. Okay, what's next? Oh God, another one. So what? It's a 2 CD special edition of Friends and Relatives. So that's exciting. Again, it's a compilation. Oh God, 2000 Flashback. Oh look, a box set. But it is a great cover. This is now we're back to a great cover. It's the giant jukebox spaceship, and there's is that Galactus? I don't know. And the Concorde, but I guess it's a space Concorde. Okay. And then after that, The Ultimate Collection. Doesn't matter what year anymore. You can find these anywhere. The Ultimate Collection has, well, there's the Jukebox Spaceship. Zoom. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hold the presses here. Hold. I'm sorry. I was getting complacent. Now I'm excited again. Zoom is actually an album. It took that long. Oh god, what year was it? It was like Balance of Power? Was that the last one? Yeah. And then it took till 2001. Zoom. It's their 12th album. Zoom. Well, that's cool. It's different. This is why I should just talk about the albums. I see. Well, it's the E.L.O. spaceship, but I guess that they got to change the bulbs. They're changing from neon to LEDs, and they all went out. They got to find some power source. That's a cool album cover, though. So also 2001, they released was it the first two albums again. So it's the 30th anniversary of the first album there. So First Light series. So it really released the first album. At least it's not a compilation. And then E.L.O. 2, again, re-released the first series. And they didn't keep going. I don't know why. Probably because it's kind of lame. Okay. The Essential Electric Light Orchestra. There's so many of these things. It's hard to keep track of. The Electric Light Orchestra first. Okay, I got that. 30th anniversary really. Yeah, I got that. You think I would know what I'm doing? You know, hey, I'm a small YouTube channel. I don't have time to rehearse. I'm doing this by myself. I got no friends. Nobody's helping me out. I have to edit this crap. Maybe I'll edit it. Probably not. Essential Electric Light Orchestra. Then, it doesn't even matter anymore. The very best of Electric Light Orchestra all over the world. Because I guess the other ones were just in the UK. And the very best of Electric Light Orchestra. See, this one's better. It's got 1, 2, 3. It's got a mothership of E.L.O. jukebox thing. And then little baby E.L.O. jukeboxes coming over to take over the earth. 2007, Ticket to the Moon. The very best of E.L.O. Electric Light Orchestra Volume 2. There's the thing. I guess that's the moon. I guess they're going to the moon. Oh my god. 2011, Essential E.L.O. This looks like another one of the other covers. 2012. Well, it's just another cover, I guess. Let's go. What's the next one? There we go. 2012, Mr. Blue Sky. The very best. Why don't they have one? Don't Bring Me Down, Groose, the very best. Why don't they have that one? At least it's got the thing, the spaceshipy thing. Oh look, E.L.O. Live 2013. I guess what they should have done is they should have had the spaceship next to a microphone. That would have been. Oh look, there we are. 2015, Jeff Lynne's E.L.O. Alone in the Universe. Oh my God, it's their 15th studio album. I can't believe it. Wow. At least, so is that the kid from E.T.? He's waiting for E.T. to come back, and E.T. has decided he's going to join E.L.O. with Jeff Lynne, and they're coming back to Earth. Yay, thank you. Thank you, E.T. 2017, Jeff Lynne's E.L.O. Wembley or Bust. See, now, again, maybe I'm just a horrible person, but if you're going to have a title called Wembley or Bust, there should be a picture of a chick doing this. And then Benny Hill's theme song should be playing in the background. All right, where the hell are we? 2019. Oh my God, it's another album. It's Jeff Lynne's E.L.O. once again from out of nowhere. Now this looks like it could be the bottom of the spaceship. It's because I think I see the tranny and the catalytic converter. I think I can see those underneath. Wow. That was exciting, wasn't it? Well, I don't know. Let's recap, shall we? Oh my God, where the heck are we? I'm only going to talk about the albums. Screw the greatest hits albums at this point, or the redos. Let's just talk about. I wish I'd done this to start. Okay, album number 1, The Light Bulb. I have to adjust myself. That's what I meant. I'm not scratching. Okay, so that first album there, the light bulb, that's all right. Second album, that's kind of cool. It's spacey. I like spacey. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. Face the music. It makes you think. Is getting electrocuted facing the music? I guess it could be in today's world. No. Okay. Now the first time a new world record. The first time they had the jukebox spaceship. It's cool. I like it. No. There. Okay. Now out of the blue. That's cool. Yeah. Journey had like three great albums, covers that I think. But every time you have that spaceship, to me, it's cool. Whether it's the same thing every time, pretty much. Nope, nope. It's got a guy discovered a baby spaceship, and hoping Jeff Lynne comes out of it. Evil woman. No, no, no. Okay. Time. I accept you. You fit. You're all right. The secret messages. I got nothing. That's as pointless to me as the Journey Trial by Fire, where they got a cat with a bird's ass on it. What's the point? And then you got Forky. Okay, now yeah, okay. The flashback greatest hits. That's probably the only one I would even get because it's got a great cover, and that's probably like a double, triple CD set. I'm not sure. Zoom. Yes, thumbs up for me on Zoom. The two remakes, or whatever you want to call them, and 50 different. Okay, and then the very best of Electric Light Orchestra with the baby spaceships. It's cool because it's different. Nothing. Mr. Blue Sky, no. Okay, Alone in the Universe, a thumbs up for me. But Wembley or Bust, no. From Out of Nowhere, sure, why not? But you know what? I gotta say, what do we got? What am I gonna say? You know what? I'm gonna go with the Zoom. I gotta go with Zoom. Zoom to me, just because they had been doing nothing for so long but compilations. But that one, it's got the spaceship, but it's black, so it's different. It's kind of a flat black, so it's different. So it's cool. But there's spaciness, I don't know, that could be a bug's eye behind them for all I know. And then I don't know if that's a charge your phone on the thing. I don't know. I'm gonna go out on a limb on that one. I can't think of, besides Flashback, a better album cover that they have done, really, besides the Zoom. You know what? I'm down. Zoom for me, baby. Call the press. Nobody gives a crap. What's your favorite? Make a comment. We'll talk about this. And there's a band you think I should do. I'm probably doing Boston. It's at least they only have one greatest hits album, so it won't be a half hour of going through compilations. If you have something you think I should talk about, leave a comment. And if you made it this far, I appreciate you for having so much free time. If you like it, like it. If you really like it, subscribe. And if you only need to share, hey, you're going to send it to Jeff Lynne. Like he could give a crap. Send it to Cher. I really would like to hear from Cher. And, thanks for watching The Music Snob, where I know music unless it sucks. And right now, apparently, I know album covers unless they suck. And these guys have a lot of crappy album covers, but they got some great ones. They got a couple of really great ones and then a lot of crap. Why? What's with all the goddamn greatest hits albums? You only need one or two. Is it missing some good songs? Like, do you have to, if I get this one, do I only get like Evil Woman and Mr. Blue Sky on this one? But if I get this one, I don't get Don't Bring Me Down Groose on it and Ramalama Ding Dong. I don't get that on that album. Like, do I have to buy all of them? Come on. You're double, triple dipping there. Good job, Jeff. Jeff's a genius. Jeff Lynne, you sir. If I had a hat, which I don't. Anyways, thanks for watching. And
Bye.
let's see what the next thing is. I hope it's not terrible.